Making their debuts at the tournament after an agonising wait for their fans. Can the Middle Eastern nation of Jordan spring more than a few surprises at this year's FIFA World Cup in their first ever time at the competition? Hello everybody and welcome back to Full House Sports. Here myself Charlie, and right before the video starts, please like, comment and subscribe. And if you guys do, it's greatly appreciated as I try and become a one-man sports news bandwagon. And just on that one quickly before I start the preview of Jordan, see a few people do the rounds on social media saying bits about, you know, how can I find out about this team? How can I find out about that team? Like, how do I know? If you guys are watching and you see anything like that, please as well give us a share the love, please. It is as always appreciated. I mean, I don't think the previews are bad. I do take my time to try and research them. So please, yeah, like I say, if you can, give us a share as well. But that is all there is for that. Let's move on with Jordan, whose nickname, I think it might be one of the coolest ones at the competition, the Chivalrous Ones, as they are known as. And I think they're going to have to be not only chivalrous, but also very brave and also very, very well organised at this tournament, because they are drawn in Group J with Argentina, Austria and Algeria. It's an incredibly tough draw for the nation. They have not managed to qualify for a World Cup ever before, and secured qualification though through the arduous campaign that a lot of these Asian nations have to go through. They did only lose 3 times in qualification, however, so while there was ups and downs, they were pretty consistent in that aspect, and they actually secured qualification with a 3-0 win over Oman, in which their star striker Ali Olwan scored a hat-trick. He was the top goal scorer during qualification, Olwan, and he's going to be who they're going to rely on, no doubt, this summer, that if a chance does manage to fall to them, then they are going to have to hope that he is going to be capable of taking it, because in the group they've got, it's going to be very, very tricky. Other players that might catch the eye, Al-Tamadi, the winger, is of course playing for Rennes. He's one of the few Jordanian players to actually be playing in Europe. He's a regular for Stade Rennais in Ligue 1, and he's someone who, off the wing, they play in a 3-4-3, will be very much someone they rely on for that creativity. Now, I had the benefit of not watching, but watching the highlights of Jordan last night, and Al-Tamadi and Olwan have been criticised already. Jordan often set up in a very defensive 3-4-3. The reason for that is, I think, is because they know that going into this tournament, they're up against Argentina, Austria and Algeria, as I've said, teams that probably have far more star power and firepower than they do. Now, last night they were playing Switzerland, and Tamani urged the players alongside Olwan to break from that, to break from this, and to come and press the Swiss players. They were cut through like butter through knife with 3 passes, and Switzerland went on and scored. It's already a clip going relatively viral. And I think it shows why Salami, the coach, more on him in a minute, is so keen to keep them so defensively rigid. They're probably on paper not the most talented of sides. He makes no bones about that, their gaffer, Salami. But what he does rely on is, like I say, real organisation. The centre-back partnership both have, or 3 of the centre-backs have a century of caps each. That level of experience is definitely going to be needed at this tournament. Like I talked about there, the coach is Jalan Salami, who is relatively inexperienced in terms of managerial experience, but has actually played at the tournament before in 1998 when he went with Morocco. So, like I say, he's going to set this side up, maybe not to lose rather than to go out and win games. This year already, they've played a few friendlies. They played up against Costa Rica and went 2-0 up actually earlier this year. Before drawing, 2-2, they conceded a couple of sloppy goals. Last night, I think they'll think is more worrying. They played up against Switzerland. Of course, Switzerland and Austria are probably the thinking behind that. And they were beat 4-1. That is probably a worry for them going into this tournament, not long out of it. But they will probably have a lot as well from that game to work on. It's good that they've already got themselves together in that aspect. Let's say, Olwan from Qatar and Tamani are going to be who they rely on in terms of experience and also in terms of that creativity that they're going to so desperately need at this tournament. It's going to be a big ask in the group they're in, like I say, with the big nations that they are in. But for the nation, of course, it's sad because of the ongoing conflict in the Middle East. It doesn't look like many are going to be able to travel over their fans, which is a real shame. But football is an incredibly popular sport in Jordan alongside basketball. So for their fans, it's a real shame, and expect if they are out there, them to be dressed all in white. Hopefully, they can offer a good showing of themselves for the nation on their debut, which, as I've said already, is a fantastic feature of this extended World Cup. As always, guys, thank you very much for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe. Anything you guys do is greatly appreciated as I try and become a one-man sports news bandwagon. As always, have a great day.